Hello everybody, we're back. We've had some delays with the weather and the snow, but we finally got an opportunity here to record our next video. And I'm so excited that we have Sammy with us today. So Sammy, we're just gonna jump right in. Why don't you give us a little intro and background?
Yeah, so a little bit about me. Sammy Smith. I transferred over to this office in 2020 or 2021.
Okay.
And I come from Hendersonville, Asheville area where I was affiliated with the Keller Williams up there since 2017 and absolutely loved it. However, my life drew me out here and I have really set roots that kind of outweighed everything I'd done in the mountains, and I'm pretty proud with that. Leading into real estate though was a background in construction. I was in the construction field for 10 years prior to real estate and decided that it was just a lot funner on this side of things
Okay.
instead of trying to manage a bunch of stubborn men out in the field. And so now I get to enjoy their wives now instead, because happy wife, happy life.
There you go.
And just doing what I love most. And I found that working with individuals, seeing the homes, knowing them more intricately with my background, I have really just been able to connect and provide a good service.
Okay. So let's talk about your launch of your career. So that was up in the Asheville area. You said 2017?
Yep.
So like, what did your kind of first year or two look like?
Crazy.
Okay.
So I went full scale, quit my job entirely. I was gonna sink or swim, make it or break it. And I was also transplanted to the Asheville area. I'm originally from Florida, so I started with absolutely nothing.
Okay.
And luckily though, I have amazing children that are involved with everything, so I utilize them to get my foot in the door in a lot of places.
Sure.
I was already really active with their sports and athletics and their schools, and I just kind of took that and just elevated that a little bit, making good connections, using my friends and family that I did have, or well, my friends that were family, and just kind of just spread my wings that way. Just everything was all organic.
All right, so got it. Kids are active with things, therefore you're around other kids, families, parents. What did that look like? Like, say you're at a sports event or practice. Did you just start saying, "Hey, I'm in real estate"?
No, so I wore my name tag everywhere I went.
Okay.
I know, it's totally lame. I got it all the time. Like, why are you wearing that? But it really sprung a lot of conversations. Is everyone always wants to know how the market is, and the infamous question, and it leads into creating like why are they asking, kind of finding out what their point is, what they're looking for. It might not have been a here and now thing, but maybe a future thing, and it's something that I could put in my bank and remember to kind of just keep tabs and keep those conversations flowing. Or if they have kind of sparked like, oh well, maybe it might be a next year plan. A lot of the times it was really a this year plan, they just didn't know it yet.
All right, so you're hearing information about people that may have a need in real estate. How do you keep up? How do you follow up with, when you start getting a lot of people like that, it's easy to let things fall through the cracks.
Yeah.
What's your system?
So it's transitioned a lot since then. Before I was operating everything on an Excel sheet, and then everyone is coded in different colors. I am definitely one where if it's not on my calendar, it absolutely does not exist.
Yep.
I am individual by my calendar. Since then though, we have a great foundation here at Keller Williams with Command. So everybody is in there. So now if you're not in there, you don't exist.
Okay.
And it tells me what I need to do.
Okay. So walk us through kind of your Command. How big is your database?
So I have a very intimate database. I really work my sphere heavily, so I would probably say top around just over 900 people in my database.
Got it.
However, those people really provide. I have never bought leads before. I've strictly operated my business 100% organic.
All right, so 900 people in your database. Let's talk about your results over the last even couple of years. What does your closed units, closed volume look like?
So last year I would say was an anomaly. So we had a baby, which was a big transition for me. I knew it was going to be kind of a down year. So last year I believe that it was a total of 19 units, about 5.8 million in sales. The year prior though was significantly higher. I think I had 48 units in sales and upward of almost 9 million. So big difference. However, my business coach and I led into 2025 knowing choice I needed to be able to be there for our little one.
Okay, so while having a baby is a major life event, and congratulations on that, yet, okay, did the business slow down a little bit? It sounds like maybe by choice it did?
It was, yes,
Yeah.
it was 100% by choice. When my two older ones were younger, I didn't get the opportunity to really be hands-on, be just active in their, 0 to 3-year-old life, and I heavily regretted it. So with this one, it was my second chance, and I made it clear that I was not missing a thing. So I took off, like when he was born, I didn't do anything at all for 4 months.
So for 4 months, you took a third of your year off, and yet you still had almost $6 million in closed volume. All right, so now I got to dig back into the database. These 900 people, you say you called it an intimate database, and you lean into that group a lot for the referral opportunities. Like, okay, walk us through that. What does that look like?
So,
what's the system?
So I just really try to stay top of mind. I don't do cold calling. I do care calling. I just kind of reach out every month to just see how everybody's doing. If something's going on, check in, make sure they're okay. If I know a life event is happening, I always call and just let them know that I remembered it, thinking about them. Always offer, I work with tons of investors, making sure they know that I am their person. If they need a preferred vendor, that I am their gal to do so. By doing that, a lot of my sales come from individuals who buy, flip, and sell, and being able to have that avenue and be able to have those resources have significantly helped that.
All right, so inside of Command, let's talk about smart plans. Do you have, okay, let me even ask this question. What do you think, how many touches a year are happening within your 900 people on average?
That is a great question. One that my business coach and I talk about frequently, because I don't have any smart plans in place at all.
Right.
It's something that I actually am focusing on this year, getting set up. I have a part-time assistant that's going to help me get everything together, get everybody affiliated, create all the tags needed. I am a very high D personality, so the thought of doing that immediately makes me want to run for the hills. It's not my jam.
Right.
But outside of that, I have always been 100% an in-person. I see you, a lot of times I see people at the grocery stores or out and about. I always stop, make the point to talk to them.
Sure.
My calls are, always personable. That's why it's more intimate on my level as far as my conversations go. And text messaging. Sometimes I do the Messenger, or sometimes I do Instagram, things like that. I always try to do at least 5 likes, 5 touches, 5 comments, 5 messages a day. And just by doing that, it kind of keeps the algorithm going.
There's so much great stuff you're giving us. I have a feeling we're going to have to do another video just to kind of keep up with all this, because man, there's a lot of great stuff. But I want to keep going on this one first. So 900 people, 6 million last year, and what was your volume the year before?
I believe it was just under
9 something?
Yeah, just under 10 minutes.
Just under 10 minutes. Almost $1 million a month in closed volume. And yet I heard also your unit count was in the 40s, 48, 46, 48, something like that. So I can see now, maybe some lower price points. So that would be the investor side, right?
Yes.
Are investors like the majority of your business, would you say, or?
I would say that, yes, I operate probably 50-50. I have a couple land investors. I am really a huge advocate in the raw land department. Not many agents really like to mess with it.
Sure.
It's difficult. Moving land can sometimes be very tedious.
Yeah, a lot of moving parts.
In the market we have right now, as far as building expenses, interest rates, it drives a lot of people away from it. However, if you take out all those little pieces and not make it as daunting to a buyer, it really is eye-opening for some to see that, okay, we want to build, but they don't know the process, or don't think they can do the process, when really it's a lot easier than they believe.
Well, and you've got experience and contacts too.
Yes.
Right. So would you say that a lot in that world, a lot of it's how you're educating people, maybe that are first time doing this?
Yes, I love the education side with my clients. I am probably an over-communicator. I think that it benefits a lot of people to do so. My biggest fear is working with a client and it just kind of be a whirlwind, and at the end of it, they're like, oh my gosh, what happened?
Sure.
This isn't going to be their first purchase or their last one. I want to make sure that as we're going through the process, they're understanding and educated of it. I could use my realtor slang, and my husband always gets on me. He's like, all right, Sammy, he's like, you gotta tone it down with that, and speak on our level. So
Right.
I try to make sure they understand it on their level, and that they know so the next time they go into it is not at all daunting in any way.
So it also, from what you just shared, it sounds like you probably have a lot of repeat business,
Correct.
a lot of repeat clients.
Yes.
So the word past clients, that phrase probably doesn't exist in your world, in terms of if you took the word past out of it.
Yes.
They're clients because
Yes.
you're working with them now, you worked with them in the past, and you know you're gonna work with them in the future.
Yes.
So would you say your business has become a little bit easier to kind of predict when you're actually setting goals and plans for the coming year?
It is. This year has been a bit of different for me because I took so much time off last year, so I definitely had to pivot and re-strategize.
Mhm.
So it's been huge with my business planning for this year, making sure that my time and presence is in the things that matter most,
Yeah.
and not the static. Eliminating all the static and
Yeah.
making sure that I'm focused on where I need to be at all times.
Got it. All right, so here's what I want to do. We are going to like kind of stop right now. We are going to get back with you again because there's a million other things I want to ask. What are your goals this year for your business?
My goals are to hit, and again, I'm much different than everybody else. So I would like to hit at least 62 units by myself, and revenue, volume of around 12 million, if not more. I have lofty goals. I have to rebound from last year, so I
Sure.
don't want last year to define me, but
Yep.
I have the people in place, the systems in place, that I feel confident, even with the snow the last couple of weeks, that we can do it.
Love it. Sammy, thank you so much for your time today. Guys, I promise we're going to have a follow-up with Sammy because again, I have a million questions that I want to continue to ask. But thank you so much for your time today, and we look forward to the next one.
Thank you, I'm
All
excited.
right, bye everybody.